Rhythm Revolution! I should make a song of that, right? You can get to hear some of my singing again. I actually sang on my album Circle of Fire on a song called When Angels Cry, which this guy I know named, what's his name again? What's his name? George Lynch, that's it. He plays the solos on that. You can go and check that out if you want. Anywho's, we're not playing George Lynch stuff today. We are playing that awesome Led Zeppelin riff that Jimmy never played. Yeah! And I played it because I built this, which is the FetoPlex pedal. I love this little thing. It's a tone shaper. It just does something to the tone which just makes it sound very, very Led Zeppelin, AC/DC-ish kind of vibe. Just loveliness. Loveliness. And it's simple. It's one knob. That's it. It just goes up or down and that's it. Doesn't do anything else. You know what, this was such a simple build. If you haven't seen the video for this, I'll leave a link somewhere up here so that you can go and see it. And as you heard on the track, it just sounds phenomenal. It just does something to the tone to actually shape it in just such a perfect way. Gives it that bite, you know, that 70s kind of vibe. And I loved doing that track. And I very much wanted to do a Led Zeppelin-esque kind of thing. Hence that riff that I came up with, which was obviously very influenced by rock and roll. So I am going to show you how to play that. Yeah, how I came up with that one. It's a variation on kind of the rock and roll thing. So let's get going. Let's plug this in. Let's hear some tones. Some tones. Yeah, you know you want it. Let's do it. Rhythm Revolution. That's such an epic sound. I love it. Great little pedal. And through my Vola guitar, it just has that awesome vibe. And you know, it just kind of inspired that track. I wanted to do something a little rock and roll-ish. So, you know, some of you might be aware of the rock and roll riff already. And I basically kind of just changed it around a little bit to create that vibe. It's still Led Zeppelin-esque, but it's kind of my own thing. It's a little bit of a variation and stuff. So what I did was I started off on this A5 chord. And hey, that, you know what? This is a testament to how dynamic this pedal is. Because when I turn the volume down, got a pretty clean sound, and as I turn my volume up, getting more grit. And if I pick lightly, as I dig in, you know, that's why I was digging in. That's why when I play, really giving it some punch there. Alrighty, so like I said, I started off on this A5 chord, open A string, and the second fret of the D string and the G string, and I play it twice. Then I basically go to the third fret of the A string, I play it once, and then I go back to the D5. I play the D5 twice again. So there we've got our beginning. Dun, 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 dun. And when I play the last two A5s, I'm actually playing them on an offbeat. So if you watch my pick, I'm actually up picking them. So on the and, essentially 1 and 2 and kind of thing. Alrighty, once I did that, what I did was this. And there's the Led Zeppelin vibe for you there, right there. Alrighty, so well, what I'm doing is I'm picking the open A string and then I'm changing the note on the D string. So I'm starting off on the 4th fret of the D string with my 3rd finger, then going to the 5th fret, back to the 4th fret, then to the 2nd fret. So I'm playing the two strings together and it creates partial chords. But also it creates a melody. I'm playing that over just the, and it's stacking the two together. That creates that vibe. Alrighty, after that I did this. So I went back to the 4 on the D string, then the 2 on the D string, again playing the open A. Then I went to the 3 on the A string, and I'm doing a slight bend up on it. And it's a slow bend, so rather than just going, I'm doing it very slowly. I'm kind of graduating it in. So when I add that together, and then combining my picking with that, I'm really digging in. Has that fantastic vibe about it, and that's it. That's the riff I came up with. That was the main riff in the track. And then when I kind of did the variations, I basically did this. So playing the open A string, open D string first of all, then going to 2nd fret of the A, open D, 3rd fret of the A, open D, 4th fret of the A, open D, and then I'm kind of chugging on the D chord here. So I do some variations on there. So I'm just starting off on this kind of D5 kind of shape here. So it's the open A string, and I do play the open A just to give it some heaviness. Open D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and 3rd fret of the B string. And right at the end, what I do is I add the 3rd fret of the high E string, and then go to 2nd fret of the high E string. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to do this with that attitude. And if you watch me on the video, I am actually giving it a ton of attitude at that point. So when I add that in, really digging it in, and I'm up picking these. So I'm hitting the high strings first, and I'm doing it over a C5 chord, so not C5, a C9 chord, I should say. So I'm doing the 3rd fret of the A string, muting out the D string, open G string, 3rd fret of the B. And because I'm up picking, I'm actually hitting the higher strings first and giving them more velocity, more volume. So the lower strings have a little bit less volume. Opposite of when we kind of down pick. When we up pick, we actually give more kind of presence, more cadence to the higher notes that we're playing. And this works really well with the pedal, especially when I kind of dig in my pick. Alrighty, then I went back to the riff. Oops, one more time with that. Alrighty, after I did that twice again, I did this. So I'm going to an E5 chord this time, which is open E string, 2nd fret of the A and the D strings. So I'm playing it in 2 parts. So I'm just picking the open E string, and then picking the whole chord. Then I do 0-2 on the E, and then I do a G chord. So this is going to be the 3rd fret of the E string, muting out the A string. Actually, you can play the 2nd fret of the A string if you want. Sound pretty full. I usually kind of mute it out. And then the open D string, open G string, 3rd fret of the B string. Again, I'm going to play this in 2 halves, just picking the E string and then picking the chord. Then I go to the D5 chord again, open A string, open D string, 2nd fret of the G and 3rd fret of the B string, and I'm going to do some stabs. So I'm going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm really digging in. Okay, and then to end that part, what I'm going to do is play the D chord again and then come to the C9 chord. So to do this, I have my first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string and my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And all I'm going to do is lift my 1st finger off that G string, and I'm going to use my 2nd finger to come to the 3rd fret of the A string to give me my C9 chord. So I'm just going to transition between those chords. And then I went back to the riff. And right at the end I did this. So I went to a minor 7 chord there. And again, I'm up picking it and kind of doing an initial stab on the low E. And then up picking this chord. So this chord is the 7th fret of the A string, muting out the D string, 7th fret of the G string, and the 8th fret of the B. And that's it. There you go. There's the whole of that awesome Led Zeppelin riff that Jimmy never ever played. Yeah! Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I had a blast doing that. It is so much fun playing this pedal, and you know what, I'm gonna try and plug it in a lot more because it just sounds awesome. It is a little piece of awesomeness, this little thing. Alrighty, have a fantastic day. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and also click the bell notification so you know when the new videos come out. Please also give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on social media, on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, etc, etc. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are various ways to do it in the description box below. Patreon and buying a t-shirt and all sorts of things like that. So check that out. Have a fantastic day, guys. I am going to show you the playthrough one more time because I know you want to rock out to it. And I shall be back with some more Rhythm Revolution really soon. Yeah, keep a rhythm, guys. Keep it real. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.